This is a supine dowel, scapular isometric. So you're going to need a dowel. I'm literally using a broom pole. Like I said, broom pole, golf club, something of the sort that you can hold on to. So what I'm first going to explain is the concept of packing your shoulder. So what I mean by that is if I show you from the side here, we want to get our shoulder kind of locked down to our rib cage. So see how I kind of corkscrew that arm in? So think external rotation to get into that position. So if somebody tried to pull me, I'd come as one unit, as opposed to if it wasn't locked down. See how that shoulder just comes forward? So a packed shoulder, everything moves as one unit. The shoulder stays kind of locked in to the rib cage. That's what we're trying to teach you in this drill. So you're going to be holding on to your dowel. I'm going to have you think corkscrew to pack those shoulders and almost think bend the bar. That's what we're thinking, or the dowel in this case. So you're going to set up by lying down on your back. Feet are pointing straight ahead. Hamstrings are nice and relaxed. My spine is in a neutral position, so I'm going to touch with the back of my head, but see how I pack my shoulder a little bit here? So that's a neutral spine. Now, with somebody who has more of a kyphotic or round shoulders, you might need to elevate, put like a thin kind of pad or a yoga block or something like that to elevate your head slightly. That's completely fine. So from here, I want you to set up by first always exhaling to set your ribs, okay? Your rib cage is the foundation for how your scapula glides on your rib cage. So that's why we want to set our ribs with an exhale. Now with your dowel, I'm going to hold it about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. My wrists are straight here, so I'm not excessively flexed or extended. Everything is nice and neutral. My thumb is grasping right over the dowel. From here, like I said, we've already set our ribs with that exhale. Now we're going to pack, so think corkscrew your shoulders. So the elbow fossa or the elbow crease should point behind you. That's kind of that concept of packing it. From here, I'm going to think bend the bar. Everything's engaged here and I'm holding here max tension. Simply breathing, right? Rib cage is engaged. Shoulders are packed here. Spine is neutral in this position, okay? So the most common mistakes that you see here are that wrists, right, not straight. People lose that shoulder plaque. So my shoulder should be engaged kind of and locked in on that floor if somebody were to feel behind. The upper traps should also be relaxed here. We don't want to get a position where the shoulders get into the ears. It shouldn't if we're really creating that lockdown position. In this position, my shoulder blades are pinned to the ground, okay? Everything's nice and locked down in this position. You're going to be simply holding this drill for time, building up capacity here. You can rest for about double the amount of time you work roughly. See what you're prescribed by your coach. To level this drill up, if you're with a partner and they were holding it, they could start to add some movement to the dowel. So you've got to react and really show how well you can keep those shoulders packed in this position.